I went to my office, I think I cried like a little baby.
Yeah.
Because for a brief second, I didn't see a teenager standing in front of me. He wasn't 16, he's 10 years removed, and he's standing at my car window. Mr. Neal, let me get $1, baby. And it hurt me, and I said, he's a junkie in the making and doesn't even know it. And I texted my brother and I said, man, he's just a junkie in the making. And that led to this point right here, junkie in the making. And I'm happy to say that the young man is clean right now, he's doing well. Here I am. When my mom said you was looking for me, baby, well, here I am. Here I am. Here I am. That teen dope fiend, smoking weed and blacks every day. A junkie in the making, so in the streets I stay. Here I am, always high or trying to get high. Only 16 years old, not realizing my life is passing by. No school for me, man, just a block in the blunt. No need to shower and change clothes, just put on what I had on yesterday and hang out front. Here I am, skipping school again, watching bootleg DVDs again, walking the streets and playing video games with my friends again. Here I am, trying to roll something. I asked my mom, can I hold something? Before she say no, man, I stole something. Here I am, that preteen dope fiend, and these juvenile fingers hold liquor bottles upright on tilt. I feel happy with this bottle trying to swallow all the pain I felt. We in this together, man. My boys is my family in the crowd. I mean, who needs to be in school struggling to read out loud or learn long division? My mom said my dad was good at math, but he still ended up in prison. So maybe that's why I don't listen. Here I am, the next zombie, trying to get high like my daddy and mommy. But deep down inside, I just want somebody to love me, to hug me, to tell me I'm wanted. Then maybe I wouldn't feel the need to stay planted. I believe in the streets, man. The streets are the only ones that believe in me. I don't want to end up like my dad who thoughts to hunt me. But here I am, little Mr. Puff Puff Pass on weed. We all in this together. That's the only family I need. My mom is the Hennessy. My cousin is the poems I'm smoking on. My brother, he the beer. My sister, she the Patron on a good night. And my uncle, he keep that weed. Keep my family tight. See, this is the only family I need. And don't even split your mouth to ask you why. Unless you just seen everybody in your house hide. I mean, even your grandma staggering and slurring. We just like winos with a home. Violence occurs daily. Abuses, constant love is the only thing that's being shown. Everybody would and could beat the crap out of me. But now since I hit back because I'm getting grown, they leave me alone. I'm almost 17 now, and they can't tell me nothing. I spend my days corner hugging and blunt puffing, and now I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling, but I'm hustling for nothing, because I don't know nothing. I'm trying to get an 8 from a 16, or was it 16 from an 8? Because I wasn't never good at math in the first place. I guess what it amounts to, I'm just trying to get an ounce or two with a couple of brews, sell me some dimes and nicks, just enough money to get me some new kicks, tell some lies like I'm rich, like I'm really flipping bricks. But it's something in me saying, it's not gonna work. It's gonna be just like my dad and my uncles and my cousins. See, I'm a junkie in the making, and I can never be good at hustling. There's something in me saying, go ahead and smoke the whole quarter. Forget that money you owe and go ahead and smoke the whole quarter. And then go get lying, go tell some lies and get high and go home with somebody else's daughter. And then make you a daughter, and then let somebody else support her. You see, this is the only family I know. I'm popping perks and things with my granny. You understand? We just a junkie. Me and my granny popping perks and Zanny in the basement. I'm just a junkie in the making. I'm just a junkie in the making. See, I took my first hit at the age of 6. They called it Adderall, Ritalin, or something like that. I don't know, but to my young brain, it must have been like crack. They say I need this because I can't control myself. I can't keep my hands on somebody else. But you see, the rule of order in my house is that if you don't like what somebody's saying, you just pop them in the mouth. So stepdad hit mom and brother hit me just for turning the TV. See, it's not hate, it's confused love, the way in which we operate. See, it's the human behavior influenced by the social environment. So it ain't my fault. I don't know no better because I ain't never been taught. It's like I don't know right from wrong. It seems like my whole life is wrong. They singing praises for this new prescription, but it sounds like the same old song. They keep changing my prescription, readjusting my dosage. It's like, I don't know if they want me to OD or just be a zombie. My therapist has a whole pad full of prescriptions for me to try. I have no appetite.
I cried for no reason. I can't sleep at night because of nightmares. Mom said they ain't real, baby. They can't hurt you. Them just the side effects that they warned about in that commercial. See, my mom, she was doing that stuff when she had me. So anything they do, they tell her to do for the good of her baby, she does it. Just to make herself feel happy. But inside, I feel crappy. Honestly, I wish she could go back to being the way it was. But mom would just smack me. At least then, I knew she cared. At least then, I knew she was there. And that she was doing this for me, not for more dollars in the SSI check due to my disability. See, I'm in kindergarten, and I don't know all the letters, but I know some of the sounds. I know Adderall and Risperdal and Cephalosporin, and I done had them all. And I can't tell the difference. They just the pink one, the blue one, the green one. One has my head hurting, one leaves my stomach aching. I'm just a 6-year-old living with these symptoms. I'm just a junkie in the making. And my attention span is shorter than the fingernails that I impulsively chew on. And every time they see me in the office, my mom like, well, what did you do wrong? And I'm like, I'm just young to forget things, but I don't know nothing. I don't know, I can't remember nothing. I'm just a junkie in the making. And in my polluted 6-year-old mind, school is just a place I go and try not to get in trouble. To help me get through my lessons, my teachers gave me a color-coded system for redirection. My green day quickly goes to yellow, and then right back to red. My teacher says, Raheem, this is your last warning. I'm going to sing you the timeout. I'm like, who cares? I'm singing and dancing between the chairs like, time out. In the middle of the class, time out. In the middle of the class. All the kids laugh. See, I'm the star of the class. But see, the tide turns quickly. But my thought process is too slow to realize they laughing at me, not with me. See, all the other kids in class treat me like I'm dumb. Because a dumb recess ain't even fun. I'm the bad kid that nobody want to play with. I'm isolated, the bad kid nobody want to play with. Because at any minute, I'm liable to flip. I'm bound to blow up. So you beating me in checkers turns into me beating you up. Teachers ask me why I did that. I don't know. I don't even know what I was thinking. Honestly, I'm just a junkie in the making. See, my faith is in the pens of these men. These life stealers, these legalized drug dealers. I cannot tell you all the difficulties I've had. My peace rests between the pages of their prescription pads. There's a hole in my soul. I'm emotionally empty, always in need of a refill. From the first pill to the last, my life has been on balance, never be the same. Just hooked on a different drug, a different name. And they think my mom's lack of parenting skills is to blame. What a crying shame. I'm feeling like I'm dying in silent pain, blood contaminated, medicated due to a chemical imbalance. My life hangs in the balance. I'm mentally exhausted. From the time I get up, my life is just full of recurring regrets. Any privilege I've been promised is already taken. I'm just a 6-year-old struggling to be free from me, free from the pain of the past, free from the pressure of a future that's already been taken. I'm just a 6-year-old junkie in the making.
Right here.
And this is, I have the best job in the world. I spend my days doing home visits, school visits, and I send the kids if they aren't in school, then Mr. Mills come with the hours to find out why. And then if it's a good day, I'm gonna get you to get up out of that bed, get the clothes, go brush your teeth, let's go. Yeah, we going to school. But on some bad days, you get there and reality sets in. There ain't no school happening for this kid. Grandma high, mom high, no, this is how we living right now. School is not important to us. Right now, you standing in front of the TV and trying to play this video game right now. So this one particular Monday morning, this young man wasn't in school, and when I got to his house, he was on his way out the house, and I said, what your social worker's gonna say to you? My man, well, we're not in school today, baby. Today is Monday. What you doing? And to this day, he said the most profound thing a 12-year-old has ever said to me. He said, Mr. Mills, Monday mornings at your house, a little bit different than mine. And he went to tell me the tale of why he was still home, and what he about to do. And my gift is to take that little brief conversation and put it in words so we can live on. This is Monday morning. It's going to be a beautiful Monday morning. Wake up, son. How'd you sleep?
I made your favorite breakfast.
We got oatmeal and cinnamon and
Oh, the sun is shining so bright.
It's gonna be a
beautiful
Monday morning. You see Monday mornings in your house, you probably wake up your kids with a good morning sunshine, kiss them on their foreheads and help them make their beds. Your kids have a complete breakfast. Then they go back upstairs and brush, rinse, and floss, put on their clean uniforms, grab their bag lunches, and skip out to the garage. Here, I love you, have a great day, they get dropped off. But Monday mornings in my house is a little bit different than yours, because somewhere in her travels home for the past few nights, my mom's got lost. Now I haven't seen my mom for like a day or two, and ain't no clean clothes and nothing to eat, so what am I supposed to do? I'm only 12 years old, and I ain't seen my mom all weekend. And no, I'm not woken up, I know I love using no alarm clocks beeping, but rather my little sister standing in my doorway asking me what we gonna be eating. My little sister, she only 7, man, she don't know no better. She's still dressed in the same dirty clothes she wore all last week. Asking me what we gonna eat. I said, Mommy, not here, man, go ahead and go back to sleep. I got up around 11, my little sister was still asleep. I hit the corner store and stole us some noodles and chips to eat. Around then, Mom staggers back in from her long weekend. We barely looked up from our bowls, man, we just keep on eating. You see, this is Monday morning in my house, and love kept us silent, too afraid of the truth that might come out. The unasked questions like, she ain't asked us why we not in school, and we ain't asked her where she been. She ain't even asked me where those noodles came from. She just asked me to go in there and make us some. I said, it's not no more. Handed her my full bowl, and then I get it out the door to the store to go steal some more. And then here you come asking me why I'm not in school, and I just say, Monday mornings in my house, a little bit different than yours. Thank you.
We don't like to end on a there are some very positive stories in our community that we need to tell, and so often we only hear the bad side. And brother and I travel to many schools, and sadly, it's like those stories are what the children connect to. And it's like we went to the detention center recently, and it was like just getting those young men inside of there, young ladies too, they were on. It's just they were so hardened by the lives that they lived and the situation that they were in. When they heard that poem, they gravitated to it. So then I'm like, okay, good. Now here's another poem. That poem made you realize that, this is the situation. But we wanted you to smile, because the greatest joy in our lives were just being able to be children. So we told them, these stories. There's this poem we have about my brother. This young lady joined our church when we were little. And I was like, oh, she's going to be my girlfriend. I'm like, oh, no, I like her. Oh, she's going to be mine. And this is like summertime. I'm like, by the time this Halloween, I'm going to be asking her to go out with me. Yeah. Christmas, she's going to be, oh, I got a plan. Next thing I know, my brother's taking her to the mall. I'm like,
You never said anything to her, you just like her.
I had a plan. So I'm telling the kids, I'm like, poetry helps you deal with things. So you're right about that. She could have been my Michelle Obama. Who knows? But my brother Violet. Okay, so
that's right. You would sit right next to her in church and just let's see in church, you ain't saying nothing.
But the kids, those same kids who were hard and loved that poem about Monday morning, were able to just smile and laugh, and it led to this poem. And one day, my brother and I, our writing processes, we started with the title and built a poem around it. And one day I was driving and I heard George Benson and his beautiful song that Whitney Houston remade called The Greatest. And he said, I believe that children are the future. Teach them well, let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easy. I think he said, let the children's laughter just remind us how we used to be. And I texted that to my brother and was like, yo, that's it. Let the children's laughter just remind us how we used to be. And that was the poem. And I wrote my part, and this is 10 years ago. My brother still hasn't written his part. This is the poem.
I heard this part and was like, you know what, I'm good with that.
I want to see our children smile again. I want to see our children smile again. I want to see our children racing against the wind, believing that they can win. I want to see bashful blushes and innocent crushes, man. I just want to see our children smile again. I want to see our children playing in the streets until the street lights came on and mom said it was time to come eat. Did hungry hearts are fed the love that they needed. I want to see children connecting with their neighbors and respecting their neighbors. I want to see children playing with toys, not guns, and t-shirts that don't have the face of the murdered loved ones. I want to see children counting the days till Christmas, not the murders till Christmas. Living in a worry-free society, living free without care, safe in the streets like your big brother was standing there, and realizing that we're standing on somebody's shoulders and we have a responsibility to carry on. I want to see our children in schools being prepared, trying their best for teachers that care, and they know that if they don't do their homework today, there's no way they can go out and play. I want to see our children reading with smiles on their faces, their imagination taking them to different places, just smiling, reminding us of how we used to be. I want to see our children moving with the freedom of jazz, believing that they can do anything, smiling, singing a song called Life, dancing to music that just makes us want to live forever, and let the children's laughter just remind us how we used to be, when our mother could correct us with just a look on her face, because we knew a child's place. We didn't talk so grown, we didn't walk so grown, because at home, we were shown. And let the children's laughter just remind us how we used to be, when there was no TV, no video games, just smiling children, content playing board games, and we didn't know words like I'm bored, like I'm bored, or I can't. Every day climbing the same tree, yet reaching for a higher branch. Let the children's laughter just remind us how we used to be. I'm talking about the endless joys, $1 worth of penny candy, sticky, sweet, now-laid smiles, and let the children's laughter just remind us how we used to be, when families, neighbors, even strangers model appropriate behavior, where we just expected our kids to look like better than we did. See, I want to see our children smile again. I want to see our children smile again. I'm talking about Christmas morning, brand new bike smiles. See, our children are living the pride life. They see guidance but can't find it. See, I want to see Sunday school isn't just for the kids in the choir. See, every Sunday morning I want to see that Vaseline shiny faces, dressed in their Easter vest, just smiling, reminding us how we used to be. I want to see our young ladies dressing like young ladies, not wearing everything so tight, dressing like young ladies, not ladies of the night. And I want to see young brothers wearing belts, pants pulled up on their butts, just smiling, reminding us of how we used to be. Because we told them, but more importantly, we showed them how we used to be. Thank you. Thank you. And my brother's going to do one. He always wants to show off.
No. This is my favorite poem now. That just our grandmother passed.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, when we were young men in the service, over 25 years ago, and I never wrote a poem to share anyway. I mean, I have journals full of grandma poems, but God said to me on this one, this ain't for your journal. This is for everybody. Everybody that had a big mom, everybody that know that love, this is for them. Don't let this stay in that journal. So this is my latest poem, Mrs. Francis. Rest in peace, Mrs. Francis. You are Proverbs 10:7. Good people will be remembered as a blessing. This loss we carry, Grandma, only the morning sunshine can capture the beauty in your eyes. That's why I say good morning to you when I see the sunrise. This loss we carry, like wings of a dove, we will hear the love. Knowing you're going up yonder to be with the Lord gives me grace. And knowing one day that I will again see your face. You are Proverbs 10:7. Those good people will remember it as a blessing. And Grandma, you ain't never left. You helped bring out my best. You're on my mind always and on all days. I truly knew my words held powers for years, since reading scriptures in your dying ears. Holy like thou amongst the stars, only your peace can cease this grief. And I'm never lost because of you and the love you've shown. Still gives me guidance and balance to find my way back home. Grandma, you and all the good that your daughter and her children, even their children and their children's children do. And all the goodness in this family's heart can be traced back to you. And sometimes I'm torn about what happens first when I enter heaven's door. Do I go greet the Lord? Or do I run to that grace of yours that I've been missing and yearning for? You were a garden. And it was godly how you grew things from that little patch of dirt. And your face and embrace can go away life's hurt. It was majestic how you just did God's work. How you saw beyond your faults. Acceptance and forgiveness was always taught. Tables and pews at the church house and tabernacles were filled because of you. You had more reverence than the reverends and preachers. You had more patience than parents and teachers. I've seen your loving hands stop seizures. And it didn't matter where. You was always in prayer. You kept us covered, never left us lonely. Taught us how to turn tests into a testimony. So this poem is really an arm full of your favorite gladiolas, or one last rose, I suppose. And as I'm writing this, I feel touched by your spirits, and I pray to God you'll hear it. What's more important, the words or the flowers, the gifts of the poet or the soil that helped grow it? And there will never be another light that shines as bright as you in our lives. Grandma, I miss you. I miss your hugs. I miss your meals. I miss your songs. I miss your smell. I miss your laugh. And I've had many visions of you since you passed. I see you Sunday of communion dressed in white, surrounded by children, and I pray for the day we'll have a reunion and our souls can unite. My heavy heart is baptized by your hallelujahs. When I hear you singing, I'm going up yonder to be with the Lord. And I pray with this love card that you left me, I can strike my way in the heaven's door and see you once more. Good people will be remembered as a blessing. You will grow. Thank you.
So that brings us to the close of our program. We still have about another hour that we can network with our authors. We can purchase books, get the books autographed, photoshopped, what have you. My prayer is that you were fed today, that you received a lot more than you anticipated. Again, this is the first prayerfully of many that we will do here at the beautiful, historic Monday Club. We have twin poets with homework for breakfast. Savannah Jackson with Tristan's Choice. We have Charles Carroll Lee with
You just gonna forgive me.
I apologize, my brother.
I knew it. Nothing goes as planned.
Exactly. Nothing goes as planned.
And Francine.
And we have Wendy A. Simpson with Tinderbox. Can we show our love to our authors?